Today I'm going to be showing you the best skills and abilities to make your playthrough easier. I do have 3 full completions on the game, 2 full completions on Evil difficulty, the hardest difficulty, so I do know what I'm talking about. Now, the number one best skill, and there's a couple of them, I'm going to be showing you a few of them. So most of these are okay, and a handful are really good. The number one thing that makes battles easier is multiple perks. This allows you to quickly get rid of the commons, whether you have 1 boss, 2 boss, 3 bosses, or no boss. Wider audience is great. Now you have to take the Zapper Slam, but Zapper Slam isn't bad either. When you have a bunch grouped up, then you can drop them. Do not take Slam the Fam because this requires you to use energy. I wouldn't recommend taking that one. Honestly, it's like one of the ones I just refuse to take even though I have 4 perks. But we want wider audience. Wider audience is huge for making playthroughs easier. Our second top skill is Cannonball Explosion. This allows you to uppercut and have them explode, dealing damage to other enemies. Very big, especially when you send these into bosses, send them into other minions. Cannonball Explosion is huge. I honestly beat Evil twice and really just didn't even use the kickoff or the hero punch. But you can use it, but what you really want is Cannonball Explosion. Next, we want Punch the Bunch. Now, the first 3 I'm giving you are a insane combo to get rid of commons very quickly so you can deal with bosses. Another tactic is just pull them in. They're frozen for about 3 seconds. Then you can take the weak spot shot to cancel a shot and then go right back into killing the commons. Punch the Bunch is huge, but you want to get this after you have the multiple pull. You can do it before or after getting Cannonball Explosion, but it's really useful once you can pull in 4 enemies at once, and then you can uppercut 4 enemies at once, and then make them all explode. A huge combo. Now you get Aftershock, and killing a mid-air enemy has a 100% chance of dropping an energy pickup. This one is also really good. Actually, I'm going to get into another thing with the energy in a moment. Next, for everybody on Evil or Hard difficulty, I have an insane combo for you. Now, for you, you're definitely going to be needing Discharge Block and Projectile Block as well. And this is also a pretty good one to get fairly early on any difficulty. But if you're on an easy difficulty, you can very easily get away with just using wider audience, which is kind of why I'm mentioning this separately. This is more for hard difficulties that it's pretty much needed, the multiple block. But it's still not absolutely needed because you can get away with dodging and just having wider audience. But there is an insane combo for any difficulty. On easy, you'll just absolutely destroy. And on evil, it makes your playthrough a lot easier. Now, it is an expensive combo, but it's worth building towards. So, the first one we have is a single one. 25% of each health pickup goes to energy and vice versa. Next, we have in the upgrades, you want to get this one right here, Amp Snack. If healing is currently on cooldown, then you can use an energy to heal instead. Requires at least 1 full energy. Energy will not be consumed if healing is available. That one is huge. Next, we have picking up whenever a health pickup is about to be dropped, an energy pickup is created instead. Next we have life support. The gauntlet is now capable of regenerating health at a slow pace. Takes 90 seconds to charge the entire health bar. And lastly we have blood and thunder. The zapper slowly drains health in exchange for energy. It takes 30 seconds and 50% of maximum health to load one energy segment. Now, I don't know if that 50% is actually accurate, but I can tell you this. So, with all of these equipped that I just showed you, you'll gain energy whenever you don't have energy, and you'll lose health just slightly, assuming you have this right here. You lose health so slightly, but you gain more energy, and if you wanted to, you could heal. So you actually have the ability to heal for more. So you're getting more full energy that you can convert into a heal than if you were to get the heal over time. And because you heal after every battle anyway, this is only useful during battles. And trust me, it is well worth it. You do have to keep an eye on your health bar, but you also want to get the very cheap perk. For every time you use health, you gain 5 seconds of invincibility. It is very huge to allow you to do a lot of damage when you do heal. And this combo right here, I stayed away for it for the longest time because it's at 50% of maximum health, and I was like, is it really worth it? It is. It really is. Next, we have a couple okay ones to pick up. We have Pump Jack, dealing damage with the gauntlet, reduces the cooldown of the healing dispenser. Next up, we have another chain that you can pick up at any time, which is really good. Pump Jack, dealing damage with the gauntlet, reduces the cooldown of the healing dispenser. Hitting an enemy's weak spot has a 15% chance to get the health pickup. And then if you got that combo I showed you, then it's a 15% chance to get an energy pickup. Then we have maximum health is increased, and receiving lethal damage the first time doesn't kill you, and that resets upon death, so you get this bonus one time in every battle, which is really cool. Obviously, if you die and then you win the battle, on the next battle you won't get it unless you die and you restart, but still very huge for completing harder difficulties. Then we have Lethal Heights is another good one to pick up as a second tier. Very big with the multiple cannonball perk. Then we have Booming Business is okay. Very useful when there's TNT. It makes those TNT really pack a punch. Then we have the entire short circuit chain line. This is pretty good when you want to build up a little bit extra energy. You can really get your energy up on some of the easier mobs. You just use your zapper pull them all in, punch them a bunch of times. Right as it ends, pull them all in again, punch them again. It's very easy to get your energy up, especially if you have like 0 energy. You can easily get 4 or 5 bars very quickly on a trash mob. Moving on to the upgrades. The first upgrades you want to get are either the rifle or the amp bolts. So you have to decide which one you prefer using, and you're going to stick with only using that one because we also need to spend money on other upgrades. Personally, I prefer the crossbow over the rifle, but it is dealer's preference. So what you're going to take is you're going to take the 3 for the one that you want to use. Don't be taking on both of them. Now that we've established you should be getting the rifle or crossbow perks as soon as possible, in the start of the game, you can get ones like One Bullet Shy, Blaster, Do Not Disturb. But as soon as you have the money and the other ones I'm about to tell you become available, reset your perks and get these. Depending on your playstyle, you might want to get these in different orders. First, we have Amp Snack. Amp Snack is very good for being able to heal when you take damage in a moment where you cannot heal and you need to heal. Next, we have the Boomstick, because the Boomstick charges very quickly and it's very useful. We're going to make it charge even faster at 20%. That's pretty cheap. Because Flame Jet is pretty cheap and very useful as well, we're going to take that. You can also take the cheap sticky sticks for extra damage on your dynamite. Then we're going to be skipping over the double or the melee damage on extra crispy. Double damage on the snapshot is huge if you can time your boomsticks. If you're not that good with timing it, then skip over that. Next, we have triple charges on the TNT, 3 versus 1 when you throw it. That is very big. All the bottom tier ones are really good. Lightning Tornado is really good. And those are the best perks and upgrades to get early in the game. And as soon as they become available, respect your points and grab those, and you'll have a much easier playthrough. I hope that helps.